All right, time for some quick fire events. Don't know what that's about. For those who may not be knowing what that is, Bloodborne is basically a movie. Or no, I said a movie. Ugh, I'm tired as hell. Bloodborne is basically a video game from the Souls series. So if you know anything about Dark Souls, Elden Ring, things of that nature, Bloodborne is another game within that series. I played it on stream a little bit ago, but I never beat the game because I just don't think it ages well. I think it's in a very much need of a remaster, but that's neither here nor there. Apparently, IGN tweeted out like literally as I'm getting home from work that apparently these boys is dropping a full-on movie. So that might be cool. That'd be cool to watch. I don't really know anything else outside of that, but it looks cool. I can't lie. I don't know. I'm kind of just here, man. I really wanted a remaster, but I'm not gonna be the guy that was some. Oh, we need a remaster. Oh, we need a remaster. Hey, we need a remaster. I'm not gonna be one of them guys. So I can't lie to you. Considering the fact that we got a movie, I'm not gonna be the guy who's like, oh, shut up and enjoy your slip. I'm not gonna be that guy either. But a movie's cool. I hope that a game comes after it, but a movie's cool though. I hope that the movie is going to help promote the sequel to the game or a remaster to the game. That would be very helpful, or at the very least, it would be very fun to see. But if it doesn't, then hey, who cares? I know I don't. At the end of the day, it's a franchise that's been out for about 10 years now. I don't really think people care that. I mean, I know the Bloodborne fandom has been like, oh, bro, we've been wanting this remaster slash remake or even a sequel for years now. And I get that. I really do. I really do get that. But here's the thing. I don't think you're going to get that. I just don't think that's something that's going to happen for you. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that we're ever going to get a new Bloodborne game remaster. Uh, we got a movie, we got a comic line. I just don't think there's a need for it. I mean, I think it needs a remaster, but not in the same way where other folks say they need a remaster. Other folks want a remaster mainly because they want the game to be played in 60 frames per second. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure the game at this exact moment plays at around 30 frames per second, which isn't a bad thing, but it's still one of those things where it's like, hey man, you don't you can still play the game, bro. Just because it's at 30 frames per second doesn't mean you can't play the game. That's kind of my thing. Like, I don't understand why people like are disliking playing the game because it is not at 60 frames per second. Like, I understand that it's a industry standard and this, that, and the third, but the games came out during a time where 30 frames per second was a very normal frame rate to have in a lot of games, including software games. I think it's just one of those situations where you kind of just need to let the game be. Just let the game be in the past. Because, like, when you really think about it, like, who's really going to be out here campaigning for this? And plus, you gotta understand, they're probably taking their time to, like, I get why people want to remaster 2 in the aspect of, like, oh yeah, but Dark Souls, like, 1, 2, and 3 got remastered slash remade. Demon Souls got remade. So why can't we get one for Bloodborne? I get it. I'm gonna be honest. I do get that sentiment. I'm not saying there's no good reason for why we shouldn't, but I don't know. I feel like people are kind of like forgetting that on top of the fact that it's like in I wouldn't say development hell, but IP hell. Like, PlayStation owns the rights to Bloodborne. If I'm not tweaking, I'm pretty sure Bloodborne is owned by PlayStation in terms of like its in terms of the rights to the game. So when you keep that into consideration, it's pretty safe to say that, like, PlayStation's very greedy. They're not gonna want From Software to make another game unless it's exclusive for PlayStation. So I don't know. That's neither here nor there. This was a really random rant. I don't even know if this is gonna get uploaded. I'm gonna be honest, but on the off chance that it does, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Um, yeah, that's all. That's all I got for you. I'm gonna be honest.